All right, that was Green Fever. Mitch Posterick out of Little Falls, Minnesota. Didn't get in the top 10. He moved in to number 4 right now at 323 and 87. 323, 87. Fred, who you talking to down there?
Okay, I got the Ott family down here. Blake Ott is going to come out of Rock Valley, Iowa. In second year in a row, he is going to take the rock back to Nebraska with him. Again, this class being sponsored by A&I Products right here out of Rock Valley, Iowa. So congratulations. Second year, you guys are going to want to do this again next year, aren't you?
Well, that's always the plan.
Yeah, I got to have a plan on that. Anything you want to say to the folks this Saturday evening?
I just want to, congratulate the rest of the class because that's a tough class, and we pulled 3 days in a row, and we had 3 different winners.
There we go. So, folks, give them a big round of applause. The Ott family out of Nebraska takes the rock for the second year in a row out of Thunder in the Valley.
Sounds good. Steve Cavan from Ithaca, Nebraska, pride of the farm, taking the first shot here in the Super Farm class. Super Farm Shootout coming tonight, brought to you by Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Extreme Performance Tire Cutting, and South Valley Ag. The top 5 tractors from last night and tonight in the Super Farm division will come back later in a 5-tractor shootout for $3,000. The winner takes all.
No green, no glory on the line. Joe Moriando out of Creighton, Missouri. No green, no glory. Been down the track quite a few times.
304.25 for Steve Cavan. 304 and 25.
Did not place in the top 10 this afternoon. And that's not like him. This tractor normally is in the hunt. Definitely competitive. Definitely competitive. He says no green, it ain't got no glory. So no green, no glory. He wants to get in that leader spot. He can do it. He is very capable of doing it. About these sidelines, that white chalk must have magnets in it or something, pulling them left or pulling them right. He was dangerously over there to the left. 318.64. 318 and 64 goes number 5. 318 and 64 for Joe Moriando. Here again, standing on the brakes don't help the situation.
All right, over in Super Farm, got to beat 304.5. Here comes Mark Roberts, Spanky's Toy out of Scribner, Nebraska. 302 feet even for Mark Roberts on Spanky's Toy, the New Holland out of Scribner, Nebraska. For those of you tuning in and watching live on Facebook right now, we're going to go ahead and shut off the live look-in. If you want to watch this poll in its entirety, the 20th anniversary of Thunder in the Valley in Rock Valley, Iowa, tune in at outlawpulling.com. You can buy a monthly subscription, watch tonight, you watch today, and all the pre-recorded events from 2018 to now. But more importantly, watch this event live in its entirety tonight at outlawpulling.tv. Fred Petch, talk to me.
We have the winners of the light super stock class, and we call it the egg class. That means these guys have got cast iron bodies on them and so forth. So taking that tonight is going to be the Almers. Now, they are out of South Dakota. They are going to take both the class win. They are also going to take the rock back to South Dakota with them, folks. And this class is sponsored by Slat Pros, construction company over in Hall, Iowa, that does building confinement slats and so forth. So, folks, give them a big round of applause. They kind of take a double win out of here tonight. Your Saturday night show in Rock Valley. Congratulations, guys. Who wants to talk? Yeah, I know.
I'll say a couple words, Fred. You know me. Thank you for everybody, Valley Pullers, Outlaw, Dad especially. Now you can turn it over to him. I just wanted to thank all the promoters. I've been coming here for 20 years. I remember coming to the first show here with that, and it's just gotten better.
Yeah.
That place is cool.
I know I'm old because I remember when he was a little tot. Yeah, now you're driving. Ben driving.
Fred, I got to thank everybody here in the Valley Pullers and Outlaw and all their sponsors. But really got to thank Terry Van Beek for not locking his shop. I don't think he knows that we broke a rocker on this afternoon. I welded it back together to make it tonight, and it worked. So got to thank him and just everybody that helps me and puts this all together. The only thing that would have been better is if the weapon wouldn't have broke. I would have beat him.
There you go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. My good friends out of Minnow, South Dakota.
Better watch, better watch, better watch. This guy won it this afternoon. Sibley, Iowa. Joel Van Gelder looking for the rock. Full bore farmer. Now 342 is still in the lead. And Full Bore Farmer is going to be 330-31 goes number 4. That's not going to help him on the rock deal. This might get interesting. 330-31.
Here comes Jared Johansson. Blaze of Glory out of Schleswig, Iowa. .32 feet. Comes up short. Comes up short. Folks, remember this Super Farm class. After the class is over, we'll give you the rundown and results. We'll also determine who wins the Rock Award, the best overall finisher both nights. Then we'll determine the top 5 finishers overall from both sessions last night and tonight. We'll bring those top 5 back tonight for a shootout, a pull-off, if you will, brought to you by Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Extreme Performance and Tire Cutting, and South Valley Ag. $3,000 up for grabs. Winner, take all.
Going to go to Dream On. His tractor did not make the top 10 this afternoon. Kind of surprising a little bit. Brian Deck out of Windside, Nebraska, looking to change that. And he is amongst them. Dadgum sure amongst them. At a 30-some-odd mile an hour. We got miles per hour readings up here. The last tractor went 33 mile an hour. This tractor went 32 mile an hour. 333.47 goes number 4. We're beating that number 4 spot to death. 333.47. $333.47 puts him in number 4. Now, since the full-bore farmer did not get a distance he wants, that's going to really make the other guys step up to the plate on this Rock Award.
Over on the Super Farm side, Red Rock coming up here. Points champ back in 21. Dave Rosaboom at the controls tonight. 3 drivers pilot this tractor. They take turns driving it.
I bet there's a few people from this town know this tractor.
Oh, yeah. This tractor's a star in this town. Right from right here in Rock Valley, Iowa. Dave Rosaboom, Red Rock. Had to beat 304.55. Goes 305.66 for the lead. Give Dave Rosaboom a round of applause. That is your new leader.
That's locked into 2 gears. Kind of hard to go backwards. It's locked in a forward and a reverse gear. There you go. Recruit. One Mean Farmer. Now there's a tractor in this class called the Mean Farmer, and it's out of Nebraska. This one is called One Mean Farmer. One's red, one's green. Of course, Roger Rui got the red one out of Herman, Nebraska. Been kind of interested keeping up with this tractor on Facebook as they've given it a facelift and everything. One thing about the Roger Rui, back when I was traveling full-time with the Outlaws, he come on board. He had an old-style International, had the Mean Farmer on the tires, engraved in the tires, and had them white lettered. Only person ever seen, and he's still kind of sticking with that. You see the white lettering on the side of the tires. But every year he has stepped up to the plate, stepped up more and more. Now he is playing with the big boys. Did not get in the top 10 this afternoon, which really did surprise me. One Mean Farmer. They didn't have to stand on the brakes, don't look like. Didn't have to stand on the brakes. 328.26 goes number 6. 328.26. I mean, we're looking right now. My lead tractor is Lane Paulson at 342.5.
Here we go, the Bruley Buck. Out of Beersford, South Dakota, Chad Andrews. Had to beat 305.66 to beat Red Rock out of the top spot. 310.93. Give a round of applause. That here's your new leader. John Deere takes out the International of Dave Rosaboom. 310.93.
There's a tractor coming to the line right here. full bore farmer not having the best of hooks opened the door for this guy. Gary Burnt. High stakes horsepower. Ravenna, Nebraska. Gary Burnt. He's the points champion of a couple years ago. Been to Louisville. Got a number 2 this afternoon. When he goes, if he can go past 330, he'll be in a better position to take the rock. That 343 will take the lead. Oh, yeah. I don't know if the replay will show it or not. You need to watch his head motions as he's coming down the track, looking from one side of the track to the other. We get a distance of 334.41. 334.41. Puts him in number 4. 334 and 41 with a 35-mile-an-hour tire speed. That don't make no difference. That's just how fast he was going, 35 miles an hour. That's among the fastest we've had. Now, 334.41. Great speed. But the rock is getting tight. That means that killing time's in this mix. Yeah, I can done tell this. We're going to have to do some fast figuring here in a little bit.
Coltrane Energy. If you haven't stopped by the Coltrane Energy tent, do so tonight. They've got ice cold Coltrane Energy up there for sale for $1. Here comes Rick Engelmeyer, Beamer, Nebraska, the ultimate butt call. .287.64, 287 and 64. Ultimate muscle.
Now this, one or two things going to happen right here. This guy's throwing the dice. You know how me and Ron's been talking about these tractors are getting sucked to the sideline, left or right. This guy's going to take off on the sideline. As a normal rule, they run the sideline. That means my photographers down here that's taking great pictures. You want some pictures, come down here and talk to Mark or Ryan right here in front of the announcer stand. But it's feasible that this tractor is going to try to give them a close-up shot. Or
Mark's got a couple of close-up shots.
They've had a couple, yeah, they have.
Night and today.
And Rustic didn't even get out of his seat. He just sat there and looked at it come at him. He wasn't scared. But he's either going to run the sideline or he's going to cross-track it. Just simple as that. The way they've been being sucked over to the sideline, I ain't too sure I'd try that. But nobody's really liking the middle. So now this guy finished number 5 this afternoon, so he's kind of in the hunt for the rock. Young man Tyler Paddock out of Mound City, Kansas, in too deep. Either going to run the sideline, cross-track it, but he's running for the rock. John Deere out of Kansas.
Did you guys get the shot? That's all I'm asking. Did you get the shot?
It ain't like we didn't warn you it's coming. Somebody needs some sunburn lotion. I can see that from here. 309.53. 309.53. Goes number 10, but he tried hard. He tried what he thought would work. 309.53.
Barry Spahns getting ready to unleash the double trouble unleashed from right here in Rock Valley, Iowa. Oh, something happened. Something happened in the throttle. Something happened with the throttle because I seen him shove it forward. I've seen him had it pulled back. And he shoved it forward and nothing was happening.
Well, that is definitely the quickest diet you'll ever go on. He lost 200 pounds in 2 seconds right there. Quite a diet.
That's an automatic disqualification. Losing ballast weight off the tractor while it's pulling. So we'll wait for the official word on that. Coltrane Energy, launched by a group of guys from rural Missouri working in the construction, trucking, and agricultural industries. These guys were on a mission to provide a product that represented their values and the values this country was built on. Coltrane Energy salutes those who work hard every day to keep America running, to those who keep America safe, and to those who keep America free. Coltrane Energy, American-made energy, so you can keep rolling coal throughout your day. Jump on board. Try a Coltrane today. And you can try one today because they've got Coltrane sitting up there under the Coltrane Energy tent. Go up there. They'll sell you one for $1 today. If you buy a case online, you get free shipping. Folks, go try it out. You won't be sorry. I'm a fan now. I used to drink a Red Bull every now and then. Never was a fan of Monster, but now my energy drink is Coltrane. I could use a Coltrane right now after that marathon session we had last night, Dave. We were here for 7 hours calling this pull last night.
I had a blast. I get paid by the hour. I don't know who you.
And I think Fred had a blanket. He was curled up down there in the winner's circle when we weren't talking to him. So Eric Groney backing up to the sled. On the rock side, this is the Husker Hooker out of Wayne, Nebraska.
I think I've got the
the
main farmer. There comes the green one, David Novak, the main farmer, Howells, Nebraska, for last year's point champion. Now there was a cross track from left to right. Cross-tracked it from left to right. 324 even. 324 even. Goes number 8. 324 even. Shaking the outcome out, not changing the rock.
The Husker Hooker, Eric Groney out of Wayne, Nebraska. Oh, he's doomed from the get-go. He's looking down, saying, did I have that in the wrong gear?
Yeah, he was something like, gosh, oh, hecky darn about that time.
.176.89, 176 and 89. Dan Niemeyer coming up next, the Red Rider out of Hardwick, Minnesota. Get Alan Andrews on deck.
I've got moving on with Craig Yockey.
Eric Groney.
Now, those of you that a little thirsty, a little hungry, I'm sitting here looking at the concession stand line. There's only 4 or 5 people waiting, so if you're thirsty or want one of those sandwiches, good time to jump up and get you something to eat or drink because the concession stand light. I'm still 6 tractors away from reweighting my sled. Craig Yonke out of Pilgrim, Nebraska, the moving on. Did not place in the top 10 earlier. We take a look. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run.
So in the Super Farm class right now, we not only have to pick out the rock winner, we also have to pick out the top 5 from both nights, the best average finish of the top 5 to come back for the Kaiser Aluminum Wheels Super Farm Shootout, brought to you by Extreme Performance Tire Cutting and South Valley Ag. $3,000 goes to the winner later on tonight in that shootout. Here comes defending points champ Alan Andrews. Took second last night to Dakota Deer. Had to be 310.93, which was Chad Andrews. Alan Andrews' dad goes 314.55 for the lead. Give a round of applause. Alan Andrews from Beersford, South Dakota is your new number 1 here. Dad's in first. Son is in second right now. Just a handful of tractors to go. 4 to go here.
Yeah, Ron says he's got 4 to go. I've got 5 to go. And George Byer, the side piece out of Sibley, Iowa, online now. Go back to Craig Yonke. He went 324.27. 324.27. Pulled a quarter of an inch farther than the main farmer. Now, George Byer, good runner, is second in points in 2022. He said second in points right now. Got a 6th and a 7th here last year. Look for this tractor to be down there in the top 5. Look for this tractor to try to get top 5. Maybe I should have got on full if I can call them like that. Let's see. To get in the top 5, you got to go past 330 something. He goes number 2, 340.26. 340.26. I knew that tractor had the capability. 340.26. That leaves me with 4 to go.
Chad Weisenkamp out of Hooper, Nebraska. International on Sunday. 296.29. 296.29 for Chad Weisigan. Ag Leader. Connect every piece of equipment on your farm throughout every season with In Command and Agfinity from Ag Leader. Full farm connectivity from the leader of precision farming technology, helping you plan, plant, apply, and harvest. Ag Leader. Find out more at agleader.com.
All right. Now, a little bit ago, you seen Tyler Paddock run the right-hand side. Here comes Megan Paddock. They've moved that tractor over to left of center. Now, this tractor got sixth this afternoon. Little lady. Megan Paddock, the little lady, digging deep deer. Come on, gal, come on. Go, 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 go. Give that girl a round of applause. She cross-tracked it and spin and grin and went to the other end. $339.85 goes number 3.
Mike Dunclaw. Vernon Bucks out of Pilger, Nebraska. Oh, dives over that left side like we saw the two-wheel drives doing last night. .36 for Mike Dunclaw. 307 and 36 puts him in the number 3 spot. Titan, maker of Goodyear farm tires. Ditch the duals and get more with LSW. Switching from standard factory duals to LSW super single tires improves your footprint by 20% and lowers your inflation pressures for improved traction and reduced compaction. Titan, maker of Goodyear farm tires and sponsor of the Outlaw Young Guns. Titan-international.com. Logan Klein Hesselink coming up next on the Super Farm side. White farm equipment machine called Doctor's Orders.
All right. Got the green tractor on the line. Skylar Leaper, Faster Horses. Now, Ron, you're the singer. Ain't Faster Horses? Ain't there a song or something right there?
Wild Horses. I don't know about Faster Horses.
Okay, Wild Horses.
I don't know that song if there is
I thought there
one.
was one that said Faster Horses.
Could be. I ain't heard it.
A little bit of a double cross track. Make you turn out here about 250 foot. Claypool, quit trying to bribe the cameraman. He cannot make you win. 3:15-12. 3:15-12. Rock and roll. I got one hook left.
All right, I'm doing some math up here. Figuring up this Super Farm class. We got one to go. One variable left in the equation here. Logan Klein Hesselink out of Alton, Iowa. The doctor's orders, White Farm Equipment Machine. Logan Klein Hesselink comes up short.
Building RPMs up on Operation Detonation out of Bryan, Minnesota. Isaac Conway, the last one in the class. Just a tick too high on the front end. Just a tick, not much. 3:17-13. 3:17-13. We'll give you a rundown on this here in just a little bit. Y'all having a good time tonight? How about making some noise? Y'all having a good time tonight? Perfect time to stand up and stretch your legs. If you want to, just stand up and stretch your legs. We got trophy presentations coming up. We got some commercials to say thank you to a lot of nice people. We're not taking an intermission, but we got to reweight the sleds. We got to give you a rundown. We got a lot of things still yet to do.
The passion to make this season better than the last. Since the beginning, it's been our goal too. Ours is a story of innovation, but there's still work to be done. Because as you know all too well, success doesn't come to those who wait.
There's two types of drivers out there. Drivers who know how to protect their investment and drivers who don't. Car owners who know how to get more miles per gallon and owners who don't. We're talking people who know their Schaefer and people who don't. Which one are you? From cars to trucks to diesel workhorses, whatever you drive, there's a Schaefer synthetic oil for you. Do you know your Schaefer? Ask for it at an automotive retailer near you.
This is a seed bag. This bag is made of craft paper with a cellophane liner and provides nothing for seed growth. This is a seed bed. It was prepared with Case IH soil management tools. It optimizes everything from nutrient access to water infiltration to create the perfect environment for early uniform emergence.
It's going to be thrown up
Get
in
to
the
know why
crowd.
your seed bed.
All right, Super Farm. Rundown of the Super Farm class. Number 1, Alan Andrews in the Dakota Deer. He'll also win the Rock. Best overall finish. He took second last night, first tonight.
Just another one. All right, we've given out the free stuff over on this side, the clothing such as that.
All right, back to the Super Farm results. Alan Andrews wins the Rock and also wins tonight's session in Super Farm. Chad Andrews goes number 2 in Bruley Buck. Mike Dunclaw at Burning Bucks is 3rd. Dave Rosaboom on Red Rock is 4th, and Steve Cavan, Pride of the Farm, in 5th. Now the top 5 overall finishers of Super Farm from last night and tonight combined for the shootout. The Kaiser aluminum wheels shootout goes like this. We'll watch this tractor go first, and I'll give you the top 5 that are coming back for the shootout.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Just another one will take that. Just another one will take that. We get that distance. Ron's got that shootout. And then I think we got Fred down on the other end. So my distance right now is 363.97. 363.97.
So the top 5 Super Farm tractors coming back for the Kaiser Rims shootout is Alan Andrews, the Dakota Deer. Chad Andrews, the Bruley Buck. Mike Dunclaw and Burning Bucks. Dave Rosaboom and Red Rock, and Steve Cavan and Pride of the Farm. That's the top 5 Super Farms coming back for the shootout to win $3,000 winner take all. Fred, you got some folks down there you want to talk to? We want to hear from them.
We have the Andrews family out of Beersford, South Dakota. Known these people for years. Ellen and I used to try to beat up on each other all the time. They are going to take both the win out of this 9,200-pound Super Farm class, as well as taking the Rock back to South Dakota here on our 20th anniversary of Thunder in the Valley. And this class is sponsored by Equitune, and that would be D&K Repair right here in Rock Valley, Iowa. So we want to tell them thank you for that. So again, congratulations to the Andrews family. They're going to take both of them. Alan, my old friend, what do you want to tell the folks tonight here in the great state of Iowa? What do you want to tell the folks here in Iowa?
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. It's a great crowd. It's a great venue. I'd like to thank the Pullers Committee that puts this on, Equitune for sponsoring our class. I'd like to thank Case IH and all the big sponsors that help Outlaws out all year long. Like I say, special thanks to Kurt, our boss, that keeps us in line. And especially like the biggest thanks to my family up here. Wouldn't be worth it without them around.
Thank you, Alan. Folks, give a big round of applause. Good friends of mine, the families out of Beerford, South Dakota, takes the win and the Rock this evening. 9,200-pound Super Farm.
Oh, Dave, things are heating up here.
They got scrappy. Things are heating up. We're going to be trying to figure out who is who in this shootout. Got the Moline going to be chasing the John Deere. Now the Goodland, Kansas comes up my finger, the scrappy machine. Hard charging machine. Point champion last year. Won it here last year. Won the Rock here last year. First in the points right now. But he's in a dogfight with just another one out of Minnesota. Going over on the other side.
Here we go. 7,400-pound modified. Hold your ears, ladies and gentlemen. The River Rat. Wayne Longnecker out of Cambridge, Iowa. Long-time puller, legend in the sport, and a river rat. 336.67 feet, 336.67 to lead us off here. 35 miles per hour, not bad, pulling 50,000 plus pounds down the track in the dirt.
Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Scrappy can do most anything. Scrappy can be pretty scrappy. Had a bad deal this afternoon. A little high. Just a little high.
Now, Dave, we're in the middle of another sweep here, a shootout, big smoke shootout going on. This is a big smoke shootout that started a couple weeks ago back in White Wright, Texas.
All right, now, folks, I got a special giveaway right quick. I'm going to try to work it in. The Ulmer pulling team, the Mark Ulmer pulling team, every time they win a point or win a pull at a show, they give away free one of their T-shirts to somebody that can answer a trivia question. Now, it's going to take a true puller to figure this one out. What was Mark Ulmer's first pulling tractor? He pulled it in 1973. What was the pulling tractor of Mark Ulmer in 1973? The first one he pulled. Now, you've seen him go down through here in cases and all that, and that makes no difference. First person up here that can tell us what the pulling tractor was that he first had from the Ulmer pulling team. Yeah, my photographers are even looking through their camera. They're going to get on the iPad. They're going to look it up on the internet. What? Oliver what? He don't know, but okay. We got a winner. Mark Ham, did you say it was an Oliver? You lost. It was a 1952 Oliver. 1952 Oliver.
Here comes Donald Nelson out of Cat Spring, Texas, the Texas Bullwhip. The first tractor to go down the track was equipped with two 1471 supercharged Chrysler Hemis, putting out close to 6,000 horsepower. This one running a DT 466 inline six-cylinder, burning alcohol. And something must have broke there. They're calling for a pull-off. He didn't break 100 foot, so if you can get it fixed, if it's not major, you can come back.
All right. Coming to the line right now is Matt Goodwin, the Intimidator out of Farnham, Iowa. Matt Goodwin did get the pull earlier. Fred Pesh down there knows him well, but he's got a crew to interview. We're going to let him start his interview down there, and then we'll finish up with the Intimidator.
Okay, folks, limited pro stock this evening is won by the Polson family out of Cold Ridge, Nebraska. This class is also sponsored by the Briar Precision Pumping out of Sibley, Iowa. They've sponsored this class for the last 2 nights, so we appreciate them for doing that. Lane has taken the win. It's his first year for Poland, and I think he took the win, and sister took number 4, 5. Okay, I have trouble counting. So congratulations, Lane. Got a win there. What would you like to tell the folks in Iowa tonight?
It was a really good track. I'd like to thank my dad, my family, Joe Bush Ag Repair, and all the people back at home that make this happen.
How many passes is on that brand new tractor?
This will be the 4th pass.
All right, folks, give a big round of applause out of Nebraska.
All right, Intimidator, Matt Goodwin, Lock, Load, and Fire from Iowa. Where's my Iowa people? Shooting at a John Deere. Did not get to run this afternoon because of mechanical difficulties. Take a quick look here. So now Matt Goodwin will have one other chance if he does not have mechanical difficulty. Don't you know that the EPA loves these diesel superstock classes? That'll come to a screeching halt. Diesel Superstocks is pumping so much air, so much diesel. Very temperamental. We get the distance of 240.24. 240 and 24.
Fine tractor coming out of Lindsay, Texas. Doug Voth calls it the Griffin Growl. This tractor is running a Rolls-Royce V12, 2,240 cubic inches, used in the Spitfire fighter aircraft from England in World War II. Doug still doesn't have that thing figured out. Gremlins. Fighting him and the Griffin Growl tractor. $198.84. 198 and 84.
Okay, folks, we have the rock winner in the limited pro stock class with us here tonight. It's going to be killing time. He's going to receive the rock. He is out of Waterville, Minnesota. Dean Alexi is going to take the rock tonight. Now, the Pulsers took the win, but he's going to get the rock over the 2 nights. So you had a very, very good 2 nights.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. What a wonderful place. The pole at here. Crowd's awesome. Beautiful, beautiful place. We never been here. I got to say special thanks to my wife and kids. They went to my family's wedding tonight and stayed down here in Pole, so that's pretty special. Thanks to Weimers. They do a great job. Whole Shot Tires, Isaac Conway and his family, Brett Berg. I got a wonderful group that helps me.
Well, great. We appreciate you having down here, and congratulations on taking that rock back to Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, killing time, taking the win.
And I got to thank Lemke Motorsports, too. They've been a big help on my motor program.
Oh, yeah. Those guys are good. You bet. Thank you much. Appreciate it. Give them a round of applause, folks. Going back to Minnesota with the rock.
Second hand smoke. Number 3 this afternoon, Tiger Bradley. Diesel Super's having a hard time of it. Having a real hard time. Just another one is looking pretty good in this Rock Award. 331.21, 231.21, 231.21 for second half.
Over on the tractor side, Twin Turbines, brand new tractor. The Twin Turbines of Brett Barons, the Barons Brothers pulling team out of Firth, Nebraska. Now, they used to run a single turbine T55 called the Turbinator. Now, this is the same motors, but they have been detuned. The single motor on the other tractor they have is tuned to 4,500 horsepower. They had to detune these motors to stay under 6,000. So they're not turning at full military spec RPM. They're turning about 5% less. You figure to do that math, 15,000 RPM, subtract 5%. So they slowed the motors down to decrease the horsepower. Brett Barron's only the second time the tractor's gone down the track. They had to modify the fenders since they pulled last night. They had the fenders a little too close to the tires. The tires, with the centrifugal force, causes those tires to actually grow when they're spinning, and the tires actually got into the fender and boogered the tires up a little bit last night. So they had to modify the back fenders to give a little more clearance. Those big tires, 30.5s on the back.
$4,000 a tire. You don't want them rubbing on the fender.
279.74. 279.74 for Brett Barron. Let's the number 2 spot. Donald Nelson, the Texas Bullwhip, is broke. He will not come back. Cameron Neves coming up next. Cotton Candy coming out of McAdoo, Texas. Twin. Ken Vaney, Chrysler Hemis. Jack Gilmeyer on deck.
I'm waiting on hot stuff. Sarah Cool was not here at the earlier performance. Comes in out of Macedonia, Iowa. Probably butchered that, but y'all know where it's at. Sarah Cool and the hot stuff. The hot stuff was a super stock tractor for many years with the Outlaws. I've got 4 to go, and I've still got 3 contenders for the Rock. 4 to go and 3 contenders for the Rock. Still yet to run. Dollar says you can't make it all the way.
All right, folks, if you have not entered the 2023 OTTPA Superfan Experience Contest sponsored by Case IH yet, what are you waiting for? Weekly drawing winners can receive Case IH merchandise signed by our drivers, plus 6 grand prize winners will be invited to the Case IH Racing Experience Center for a bucket list, all-access VIP tour, and more. Sign up online at outlawpulling.com or scan one of the QR codes on the Case IH banners located around the facility. Don't miss your chance for a bucket list experience. The 2023 Outlaw Superfan Experience Contest sponsored by Case IH.
All right. Tractor hasn't been out on the pulling track since late last year. Tractor hasn't been out since late last year. Sarah, her dad's Richard Cool. I've announced him quite a few times. Hubby backing her back in. Richard's out there with her. Got the whole family. Now, I've never seen Sarah drive the tractor. To my knowledge, I've not seen Sarah drive. Of course, I've been gone for 3 years. I've been in Never Never Land for
Here comes Cameron Neves, Cotton Candy.
All right. We got a tight chain. RPM. Hot stuff. The hot stuff machine. Not a long ways down the track, but it's down the track.
All right, as they clear the other track over there, get ready to hold your ears. Cameron Neves, Cotton Candy. Oh, what a super pass by Cameron Neves. Had to beat 336.47. Cameron Neves goes 350.6. Give a round of applause, your new leader coming out of McAdoo, Texas.
All right, the hot stuff. Sarah Cool goes 265.66. 265.66 actually puts her in the number 3 spot. My leader is still just another one, Roger Peterson, who is in the hunt for the rock. Now, I got to get a couple more pulled. The one coming up, I can talk a really, 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 really long time about the one coming up over on my diesel superstock side, ladies and gentlemen. He was deemed the king of smoke many years ago because he ruled the world in smoke. He's been at this show. I've got him here on this track quite a few times. He comes over and hooks with Outlaws every once in a while. Back in the day, he run the NTPA circuit. Everybody in smoke world knows the name of Edson Ling. He has been fighting cancer. He comes out of Dayton, Minnesota. He got out of the hospital on Monday, just a minor little deal. He's been fighting health issues. He's been fighting cancer. He won the class this afternoon. Folks, you're watching a legend. You've heard the name legend mentioned a lot of times at this show. This right here on this pulling track, I'm telling you, is a true legend. Edson Ling, the Red Line Fever, known far, far, and wide. What do you say, Rock Valley, Iowa? $347.75. 347.75. All the health issues he's got, he's still doing what he loves. One more time, Edson Lane, Red Line Fever.
All right. Tractor normally driven by Big Jack Kielmeyer. This is Dustin Amundsen driving the tractor tonight out of Nurse Grand, Minnesota.
While we're waiting on that mod, Scott Frankie, chance encounter. Coming up with the
Good get it in reverse.
Right.
Lamont's going to go first. Dustin Amundsen out of Nurse Grand, Minnesota. Jacked up relentless. Flint Chrysler Hemi.
Chance encounter, ladies and gentlemen, took fourth place this afternoon out of Palmer, Iowa. Scott Frankie.
319.47 for Dustin Amundsen. 319.47.
Oh, buddy. That'll get you down there. $332.08. $332.08 with a 34-mile-an-hour run. $332.08. Looks like I got to put him in the number 3 spot.
Dave, somebody here tonight potentially in the crowd or somebody watching on Outlaw Pulling TV could win $5,000.
And we know it ain't you because you done lost.
It ain't me. I done lost. First class. My pick went down. So, yeah. Fullpull.us. Check it out. You can't enter to win the $5,000 now since the poll already began, but there are still 3 classes left where you can enter. Go to fullpull.us. The 4-wheel drive pickups, the 2-wheel drives, and the Pro Stock tractors, you can still win $500 in those classes. Doesn't cost anything to enter. There's no strings attached. Have to be 21 and over to enter. That's the only catch. You got to be at least 21. All you have to do is pick the top 3 winners in the class, and you win $500 from fullpull.us. That's the 4-wheel drive class, 2-wheel drive class, and Pro Stock class. So potentially, if you were lucky enough to pick the top 3 winners in each one of those 3 classes, you'd win $1,500. But it pays out by class, $500 to win. Go to fullpull.us. Steffes Auctions, your local auction expert since 1960. If you're planning to sell land, real estate, excess equipment, or other assets, book your 2023 auction with your local auction experts, Steffes Group. Find out how at steffesgroup.com.
John Hoffman, report to your tractor. John Hoffman, report to your tractor immediately. John Hoffman, report to your tractor immediately.
Dave, what is happening on your track here? What are all these people doing down there? Vern Huser, say goodbye out of Ankeny, Iowa. Twin Chrysler Hemis setting outboard just like the tractor that just went down the track. The Kielmeyer tractor set up the same exact way. This one used to have 3 blown Chevys. Now it's got 2 1471 supercharged, alcohol injected Chrysler Hemis. Vern Huser with a nice hook. Only a handful of passes on that tractor. I think that was the 4th one since he went to this combination. .317.6 for Vern Huser. 317.6.
Well, on the diesel super stock side, that class is completed. We're going to bring the blader grade out, work on the track before we go any farther on this track on this side. Number 1, diesel super stock tonight is going to be John Deere. Roger Peterson, just another one. Number 2, Red Line Fever, Esden Lane out of Minnesota. Number 3, Chance Encounter, Scott Frankie. Number 4, Scrappy, Doug Meisinger. Number 5, Sarah Cool, Hot Stuff. Number 6, Matt Goodwin, Intimidator. Number 7, Tiger Bradley, Secondhand Smoke. The Rock will go to Esden Lane with a 1st and a 2nd for the weekend. He wins the Rock, but tonight, John Deere is going to hold the 1st place flag for tonight. Roger Peterson out of Litchfield, Minnesota. How about a round of applause for some good diesel super stocks?
At Frosted Frog, our mission is to offer quality, durable, reasonably priced coolers suitable for any occasion. They come in a variety of sizes that are perfect for everything, from vacations, social gatherings, and fun summer events to the toughest conditions of a hard day's work. So stay frosty by visiting our website, www.frostedfrog.com, and choose from the great variety of colors and sizes we carry today.
All right. Next caller, Ty Almer, Sweet Pain out of Larchwood, Iowa. Took 3rd last night with his dad Craig behind the wheel. Big thanks to Richard Repair, who works on diesel trucks and heavy construction equipment. And also Ray Hybrid, sponsors of the tractor. Sweet Pain. Currently number 1 in points, only 1 point ahead of the Twisted Whip of Donald Nelson. Triple Chevrolet Supercharged, 871 blowers, alcohol injected. defending points champion for the last 2 seasons, 21 and 22. 3 generations of pulling running this tractor. Ty, Greg, and Kurt Allmer. Ty at the wheel, the youngest of the 3. Like I say, he took 3rd last night. Got to get past 350.6 to take the lead tonight. Cameron Meads in the lead right now. Chevrolet Sweet Pay. 320.79, 320.79, good enough for the number 3 spot at this point. 320.79. Fred, as soon as it quiets down there by you, go ahead and take it.
Okay, folks, we have just wrapped up the 8,200-pound super stock class. And the gentleman that was up here and took the win last night out of Dayton, Minnesota tonight finishes up in the number 2 spot. But his accumulation gives him the rock. So he will go back to Minnesota with the rock. Did not get the win on the class, but he did go second, and that is good enough for the rock. And this class is sponsored by Extreme Performance and Tire Cutting right here in Rock Valley, Iowa. So congratulations, Edson. Thought we was going to maybe talk again, and we did. So how you liking Iowa?
Oh, Iowa, in this area, I've had an awesome career here. I mean, back in the old Hinton days, and now I finally made it down to the new Hinton, I call it, down here.
There you go. Yeah. Hinton used to be the big thing, wasn't it? Rock Valley's got her now, don't they?
Yeah, yes, they are. It's just unbelievable. I'd like to thank all these fans for coming out here and thinking I can still be a part of this game here we're playing. And thank the Peterson team there and Barfnick and everybody for the big win today. They've been struggling just like I have, and oof, we did it.
There you go. Congratulations, folks. Give him a big round of applause out of Minnesota. He's going to take the rock tonight out of Thunder in the Valley. Congratulations.
Donald Nelson, the twisted whip out of Cat Spring, Texas. Glenn Chrysler Heavy. This is your winner from last night as he gained some ground on the points leader and defending points champion, Greg and Ty Allmer in Sweet Pain. Donald Nelson and Twisted Whip sits within 1 point of Sweet Pain right now, and he can make some ground and take the lead in the points with a good hook here. 320.79. If he can pass that one, he'll take the lead in the points. But to win here tonight, he's got to be 350.6. He's sitting in a good spot right now to win the rock from his win last night. Got to lay down a good pass here tonight to win the rock. 3:15.06. 3:15.06.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up the Diesel Superstock class with the class winner this evening out of Litchfield, Minnesota. It's going to be Roger Peterson, and he drove the John Deere Just One More. We always appreciate him coming out here to Rock Valley, out to Wisner and so forth, and he has taken the win this evening. Even though the Rock is going back to Minnesota with somebody else, these guys are taking the wins. Congratulations, Roger. Great pass with the John Deere. Would you like to say anything to the folks here in Iowa?
I just want to thank Lemke Motorsports and Fred Moss, Bruce Barfnick, and Extreme Tire Cutting here in town.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming down here and being a big part of this 8,200-pound Diesel Superstock class, guys. Congratulations.
Well, folks, I'm fixing to hit the world's who's who in four-wheel drive pulling. I got 23 tough running trucks. Going to start off with the Ritter crew. Ritters out of Herman, Missouri. Now, they've been trying a little something different. They had a problem down in Whitewright, Texas. They had a problem this afternoon or last night. The brothers, Doug and Dustin. Now, that's Doug down on the track. He is actually an ag instructor. You see him talking to his brother on the headset, giving him a little bit of clue on where the track is not good or not bad. Not is bad or not good. But like I say, the truck has had a hopping problem. All of a sudden this year, this truck going to think it's a jackrabbit and go to hopping around. They're working on air pressure. They're looking on suspension. They've worked with different tires. You can tell by looking, the rear tires and front tires are a little bit different. And there was that hop I was talking about. He missed the dirt pile, and then all of a sudden, just out of clear blue sky, the truck wants to go
Out of the clear blue sky. You are right. It's like something jumped up there and knocked that thing off kilter. Here comes a young lady out of Illinois, Ella Rourke. He had a fire last night, 2,490 cubic inch V12 Packard PT boat motor.
Now, normal thought they would turn it down, but they are not going to take a chance of breaking something.
What is he picking up off the track out there?
Piece of,
It's like a license plate cover.
yeah, it's a shield, a plastic shield.
Ella Rourke out of Reynolds, Illinois, designated survivor. World War II vintage V12 Packard.
Well, poo. Doggone it. Now you're talking about that Packard. That family furnished the Packard motor and parts for the last PT boat that was refurbished down in Mississippi, New Orleans. I've seen the pictures, I heard the story about 4 or 5 years ago. This family right here furnished all the parts to get a PT boat refurbished.
Yeah, I spoke with Darren last year in an interview, and he said his father had bought a whole semi-truckload of V12 Packards and parts and such, and they have that at their disposal. So they might be pulling for a little while longer, as long as Ella still has the fever for it.
Yeah.
You know, they might keep on pulling for quite a while. Pretty neat engine, pretty neat combination. Give Ella Roche a round of applause. She's had a lot of gremlins with that old Packard motor.
You know, back in the day, in Army surplus days, for them to get rid of Army surplus, they just had a auction, if you will, a sealed bid. I know people that bought a warehouse full of Allison aircraft engines. I mean, like 30, 40. Nowadays, I mean, this is back when they was dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
They were
they
cheap.
are a really hot ticket.
Yep, a lot of those got grenaded in the racing boat industry. A lot of those V12 Allisons got treated like they were just disposable back then.
Yeah.
Blow one up, throw another one in there, throw some turbochargers on it, go. Blow that one up, throw another one in.
Dustin Ritter and the Stroker is going to drop in the class. Now, all you camera people, put it on video. Put it on video. I love this. The Peterson family, Larry Peterson, ProFab geared up out of Baldwin, Iowa. From where I'm sitting, the truck is gold. It's going to go purple. It's going to go blue. The color of the truck is chameleon. Well, the hopping is going to be a situation.
I'm thinking if he pulled back before 100 foot, they could back him up, give him another shot here. I think he was fighting that bounce last night as well. We need Cameron Neves. I think he's already down there. Cameron Neves at the winner's circle. He's got a couple awards he's going to win here tonight and this weekend. Fred, are you ready?
Yes. I've got everything turned on. I've got the Neves family out of McAdoo, Texas, folks. They took the 7,400-pound modified class this evening, and they did a great job in that they won the class. The accumulation of a second place last night, the win tonight, they are going to take the Rock back to Texas. So congratulations. See the whole family. This crew is real loyal to the 7,400-pound class. They come from just outside of Lubbock, Texas, to come here to Iowa. What would you like to say, Cameron?
Thank the Rock Valley community for putting this poll on. It's an awesome event.